Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to the Alex Parker Road Show. Series channel MLB 22 PS5. It's the All-Star Game 2024. And so if you don't care about the mid-season update, you can just go ahead and I'm going to do the All-Star Game beginning of the episode, obviously. Ian Anderson starting for the NL. Strange. Shane Bieber for the AL. We're hitting in the leadoff hole. No, we're hitting in the 2 hole, actually. Behind Adam, Cam Jackson hitting in that 8 hole. Love to see us all on the same team. We are participating in our second All-Star Game. Wow, Ian has 15 wins. That's why. Goodness gracious. Shane Bieber's balling too. But Alex is welcome back to his second All-Star Game of his career. At the young age of 20, he's got the brightest future ahead of him. Maybe more than any other MLB player right now. Leading MVP talks, crazy power in his bat, one of the best gloves at shortstop. Let's get into this. Yes, sir, Alex.
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started.
Alright, let's get into this. It is All-Star Game 2024.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB
Turn up the game sound a little bit.
MLB All-Star Game. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the
We are
American League
in, looks
All-Stars.
like, Texas.
Just about
It's
set to go
Shane
now.
Bieber on the
Joining
mound.
slab in today's game, Shane Bieber.
And we'll hit in the 2 hole. Adam goes down on strikes.
Those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing.
We get the call there.
Stuff seems to be coming out of the
1-0.
same arm slot, the same tunnel.
Hitting 290 on the air. We've been struggling as of late.
Next offering is downstairs.
Take a couple here. Love the All-Star stance socks in this.
The 2-0 is
Alright,
in for a
we got one, he got one.
next offering.
And we get another one. How about that? He is yet to come over the plate with anything. He is a little scared. Well, he did. We swung, we hit it on a good time, but we just pop it out.
And there's 2 down.
3-1 count, and we just couldn't do anything with it. Walker Buehler is going to be the pitcher this time. Alex was, I believe, they don't do it in this game, but the All-Star Game MVP in the last one. An insane All-Star Game.
The next pitch misses.
Maybe not MVP, but no, where did he have a good All-Star Game? Was it Double-A? I think it might have been Double-A where he crushed the ball. They don't keep up with that. Also, something else I did learn. You can look at... Performance Evaluator. And you can check out, like, the scouting report, like how we faced all pitchers. I think that's awesome. And as we start to get really deep into our career, we're going to see names... That's base knock. We're going to see names, especially in the AL West, multiple times. And we'll see like where we are against them on a career basis. Like Chance and Max, that'd be fun to keep up with. Oh, shoot.
And he dives back in safely.
Good piece of hitting, though. We do get a knock. Buehler's recently hurt in the MLB.
The 1-2, runner on the go.
Freddie takes, and we take second base. Another bag for Alex.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang.
We know he can run.
StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Freddie popped it up.
Center, Reynolds gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Maybe not.
Runner tagging for third.
2 down here. And we've got Yordan Alvarez, who is hitting
Here's Yordan Alvarez.
a lot of home runs as well.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Yes, he did. And that'll end the third.
That'll do it. On to inning. We're tied, 0-0. Here's Pete
All right,
Alonso.
I haven't gotten a play in the field. It's Pete Alonso at the plate. He hits it
Bounced out to
softly.
short. Parker picks it up.
We're on it. We fire it
That
over
takes
to
care of
Vladdy.
Alonso.
2 down.
2 outs, runner at first. And the batter now,
36
Alex
homers on the year for Alex.
Parker.
Insane. We've
1-1
got
to
Adam
seven
on
so far.
first. He might take off.
Swing that
And
ball
to the
smashed
left,
on the
it's
line.
at Reynolds. He's got it.
Makes the
And that
catch.
might do it for Alex's All-Star game.
And here is Tyler Stevenson.
Up 1-0.
Anderson ready to work. Out to
Pitchers
short.
dominating the All-Star
Parker
game.
over to pick it up. Fires
Good
over
play
first.
by Alex.
And that is the third out.
Keep doing your job. And we do get replaced.
Well, this was a
National League wins this one. They end up scoring 2 in the 14th. Goodness gracious. What a game. 14-inning All-Star game, and the AL ends up losing this one, sadly. So, nice. All right, that's it for the All-Star game portion of this episode, which was about 5 minutes. But we can get into like some update stuff. So, we are a little bit over halfway into July. Our next game will be on the 19th against Seattle, and then Oakland, Seattle. So we've got like big divisional stuff for about 10 days of time versus teams who are very much competing still. The main one being this 3-gamer against Oakland and Chance Davis. And then we've got Baltimore, Texas, Baltimore. Got to win those. Oakland. Yeah. We've got a lot of... we've got a relatively high amount of AL West opponents still to go. So that's good. Or that could be bad. Who knows? Depends who's hot at the right time. We are a half game above the Athletics right now. And why don't we look a little into what Alex has gotten to as a player. He's a 96 overall. Those are his base attributes at the bottom without equipment. His power's not that high, but it is in game apparently. And his fielding is out of this world good. My only gripe is that his arm strength maxes at a 78 on this build, and I don't like that as much. I think what we would have to do a power archetype if we wanted to get that higher, and I don't want to do that. Our speed's really high, obviously. We hit high contact, relatively high power. Discipline's up at an 80 if you have the equipment, and vision's at a 96, so that's insane. And clutch is at a 77. This year has been out of this world for Alex. Through 98 games, 36 homers, 113 hits, 20 doubles, 5 3-baggers, 78 RBIs, 57 walks. We are walking so much more this year. A lot more patience, much less on the strikeout count. We've stolen 42 bags, and we've got a 1025 OPS with a 290 average. Just really good baseball being played by Alex this year. And that's led him to be an MVP candidate this year, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Higher stolen base percentage. Our fielding percentage is the highest it's ever been. We've made 3 errors on the year. One of them was my fault. 2 of them were Alex. I'm so sorry about that one error again. With a 7.3 WAR this year. That's up there. That is first in the AL right now. First in the whole MLB. We are balling right now at the young age of 20. Alex is, like I said, this is a realistic playthrough, and it's been pretty realistic, kind of, mostly. But we are still going to be a Hall of Famer. Y'all understand that, right? We're not doing a career just like 14 home runs, 240 hitting. Like, basic dude. Alex is still going to be one of the greatest shortstops of all time. But it is in a realistic sense. Our contract, we are still not going to get paid enough and there's no restructuring in the MLB. We are done. We finished up the program this year. Here's the perks we use. We use 2 speeds and 2 powers. And I think that works best. I don't think we need any more on the fielding. And I like what we have, really. The equipment is pretty basic. I get some of the better stuff, and I put it on. How about we change our pose? Why not? You're not a pitcher, though. Yeah. Well, this just looks sick, dude. Alright. So that's where Alex is at in his career. I mean, we faced off against specific teams nearly 50 games. The Mariners, 49 games. We're actually pretty bad against the Mariners. Obviously, the stats will get better. But Alex is hitting good. On the career, he's a 270 hitter with 284 hits overall. And I did want to look. This is his second All-Star team. And hopefully we're on track for our second postseason. And possibly an MVP. That is what I'm hoping for. If we look at the awards, let's go and look at the National League because we're trying to keep up with everything. Acuna is absolutely killing it. Acuna and Soto, that debate I'm sure is still going on in this world. I will still say Acuna on that. I do love Juan Soto, though. I think he's incredible. Bryce Harper is in there as well. Cy Young, Ian Anderson, yeah, I mean, like, his wins are really high. I guess that's the reasoning. But it's 3 Braves pitchers. Soroka, I can't wait to get him back in real life. And then Max Fried's been filthy. Fried probably deserves it more than Ian right now. That's insane, though. A Brave is going to win that, needless to say. Batting title, Harper leads it. And then Liam Hendricks is the reliever. Rookie of the Year. I love looking at rookies. A 30-year-old rookie. That's a rare one. Alfonso Rivas. 65 overall. Playing pretty decent. Not a great rookie class. Brett Beatty probably has the most potential out of any of these. And he's not playing great this year. Hank Aaron Award is going to go to Juan Soto maybe. And the Gold Gloves, I don't really care that much about. All right, AL. Alex is leading this by a long shot right now. His average is up there with top 10 in the league. He's leading home runs and RBIs by a long shot. OPS really good, stealing bags, fielding his position better than anybody else. Yeah, Alex deserves this right now. Cy Young, Garrett Cole, looking good right now. Shane Bieber is probably really close. He's just down with wins, and sadly that is a big factor in this game. Nicky Madge, yes sir, batting title leader by a good stretch, 336, 120 hits on the year. He's up over 500 on his career. Love to see that. I love Madge. I want to keep him here in LA as long as we can, but this is his last year of his deal, so hopefully we can keep him. Michael King is leading in saves, and then we've got Nick Pratto as Rookie of the Year. I do think Pratto's a great player. I didn't think he's going to be Rookie of the Year. Noave Marte is already an 81. Dang. He's playing pretty well, 685 OPS. You don't expect a huge bat out of him. He's definitely better. He's more of a fielding shortstop than anything. And then Eliezer Alfonso, sorry if I butchered that. He's a catcher for the Twins. He's 24 with B potential, 75 overall. You find a catcher with those fielding stats that's still going to develop and hopefully can start hitting a little better. You've got yourself a steal, Minnesota. We are in front of the Hank Aaron Awards. And then for Gold Gloves, we see guys like Cam Jackson up top, which I love to see. Cam is 23 years old. He is absolutely balling. He's going to be like top catcher in the league here soon. I think he might already be one of the top catchers in the league. And then I'm pretty sure Alex is still in the running for this Gold Glove. Just need more putouts. We have a ton of assists. Our fielding percentage is relatively high. We need them to make a couple errors. And I have confidence Alex will make minimal throughout the rest of the year. And then out in center, look at who it is. Adam Turner. Of course he's going to win a Gold Glove. Look at those fielding stats. He is incredible. His hitting is kind of fluctuating a little bit. keeping that higher contact and keeping the power somewhat high. He's at 66 career home runs with 13 on this year, 28 stolen bases, an 832 OPS, and he has not made an error this year. He's got 4.3 WAR. He's one of the best players in the MLB, of course, and he's on his final year of his deal with the White Sox. Interesting to see where all of these creative players will wind up. Silver Slugger DH, then Cam's in the Silver Slugger catcher talks. He's leading that as of right now. Danny Jansen's an 85 overall in this game. What in the world? Wilson Contreras is with the White Sox now. And then at shortstop, it's Alex Parker, of course. And then we've got... Oh, wow. So, not in there is Adam Turner. I'm sure he'll fight back and be mentioned in the talks here soon. But yeah, that's what's going on around the league. Here is where we are at as an entire organization, the Angels organization. Our starting five, like our rotation, is solid. I mean, it's really good. I won't lie to you. I love this rotation. I think we have a great top two, even though Sandoval struggled. I think Syndergaard's decent, even though I hate on him. Yarbrough's a great 5. Keller's been decent. And we also, what? We made a trade. We have Tristan McKenzie now. All right, let's see if we've missed a transaction or two. We traded Toglia. So first we traded Michael Yamamoto, which I wasn't too worried about. Michael Toglia. That guy is a prospect. Is he not? Okay, I mean, not. He's 25. They have Bobby Bradley. Just depends on who they want to go with. I'm not mad at this. We have Walsh. And I think the player we got back is very good. Tristan McKenzie is a MLB-ready pitcher with B potential at 26. He's going to be an 80-something. He'll be a rotation arm here soon. Detmers has got to get better. He's just not developing. Not sure we develop players great here. In the pen, Simber's been good. I mean, we have Iglesias, who's been really good, too. We're missing Jorge Alfaro. He fractured his hand. We've known this, and he's been out a while, but he'll be back in the next week. Might be back by right after the All-Star break. But Hedges has been filling in along with Max Stassi. But we have Chance Cisco down here. Not really going to get much better, I don't think. Sadly, Jared Walsh has turned himself into an absolute stud. In his 6-year MLB career, he's got over 500 hits, 128 home runs. He's had a decent year this year. Started a lot hotter than he's been. He's just got to get his contact against lefties up. But that's all right. David Fletcher and Nick Madge play a lot. I like both of these guys. I'm more of a fan of Madge up the middle with me, but Fletcher plays a multitude of positions, and he plays them pretty well, so we'll take David Fletcher all day. Michael Stefanik also down here. This guy gets called up every now and then. At third base, we've got our boy Anthony Rendon. He's at 33 years of age. He's still hitting pretty well. 790 OPS. I mean, he's going to start regressing. Not deteriorating. That's a really bad way to put that. But he's had a really good career. One of those sneaky might get to 2,000 hits types of guys. His career just wasn't long enough, you know, and he's been way too injured. Alex Parker at shortstop, as we know, he's crushing the ball. Nobody's taking his spot, except for the fact that at all positions, we are most deep here. We still have Errol Vera down in Double-A, who absolutely could be an MLB player one day, Kyron Paris as well. I'm high on Kyron Paris. I think he's a great player in real life. But this guy needs to find a new organization because you're behind 3 top guys and Alex Parker, top prospects, and Alex Parker, O'Neal Cruz, and C.J. Abrams. One of those has already proved to be one of the best shortstops in the league. C.J. probably needs to be dealt. I mean, we could get something good for him. O'Neal Cruz probably needs to stay. Could stay and play third for us, I think. I mean, he's like 6'7", 220. I love this dude. I think he's a beast in real life. I don't think his stuff transfers quite as well to the game on his potential. He's 25 already. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Eddie Rosario out in left and DH has been good. I've liked this pickup. I think he's been good for us out in the outfield. Anthony Alford played with us 80 games last year, and he's been kind of the same this year, a little bit worse. Just a speedy guy that's a lot better against righties than he is lefties. And he plays a decent outfield, I guess. And then out in center, there's this dude named Mike Trout. He's decent. But behind him, we've got guys like Garrett Mitchell, who I'm hoping can develop a little more. Because I like Garrett Mitchell. He's hit well this year in his 57 at-bats that he's gotten. But, I mean, I'm hoping he can kind of develop a little more because I want to see him actually do something. Out in right field, we've got Matthew Barefoot, who's a 26-year-old with B potential. He's had a tough year so far. We did acquire him this season. Jalen Davis isn't going to make it back up to the NMLB, and sadly, I've given up a lot of hope on Joe Adell really getting to the level we need him to get to. He's a 68 at 24 years of age. He is hitting a little better this year down in AAA, but I just personally don't see it happening. He had a tough first year, a much better 2021, and then in 22, he just kind of, as the game started, he just sucked. He started the year up in the big leagues, went down to Salt Lake. He's been in Salt Lake for a long time now. I don't really trust that they're ready to bring him up. His hitting's pretty bad anyway. And yeah, he's fast. He's got a strong arm. He's a good athlete, but he's got to get something better in his hitting. Got to get up to around a 60 contact to really be a viable option out and right, and especially when we have Matthew Barefoot, who's going to develop a little more. I just don't see it happening for Joe Adell right now. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to cover. Maybe a look at the All-Star voting, who ended up getting it, who ended up not. Alright, yeah, Jarlin Garcia. Will Smith. I cannot believe that man is still an All-Star. Tyler Stevenson, Pete Alonso. Wow, a lot of first basemen. And then some odd ones like Nick Gonzalez. That's always weird to me. Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley. Man, the Braves must be killing it. Oh my gosh, they are. They've won 15 in a row. And they were already 53-30. And now they're 68-30. This team is next level. Let's take a look at the Braves, and then we'll call it an episode. Pitching-wise, Ian and Max Fried, along with... Wow, yeah, that's a stud top five. Like, five-man rotation, sorry. Struggling to speak. Penn, Matzik, yeah, Tukey. Alright, not great. They picked up Hader and Will Smith. Who's closing? Smith is still closing. Interesting. Cal Raleigh. And Garrett Stubbs here. Shea Longclair is making his way up. Still on the Braves in this one. Matt Olson did find his way to Atlanta regardless. And he's been decent. Hitting home runs for him. And yeah. Playing a good first base as always. Trey Mancini's a new pickup. Ozzie Albies is a 97 overall. Man, MLB The Show just overrates these guys. I mean, I love Ozzie Albies, but never in my life. These are actually very realistic Ozzie numbers that he's put up. You know what? whatever. I mean, Ozzy is great. I love Ozzy. I just didn't think he's not 97. I would say he's like an 88, 89 overall player in real life right now. Jalen Miller, Austin Riley, Edwin Rios off the bench if they need it, but Riley rakes. Look at those hitting stats. Austin Riley might make a huge career of himself here. Already at 161 home runs. He is killing it. Dansby Swanson at shortstop. I love Dansby. I think he's one of the best shortstops in the league. You can hate on me all you want. He's having a great year. He's got one of the best gloves in baseball. They picked up Jesse Winker. They still have Ozuna, but he's down with the Stripers. Acuna out in center. MVP candidate. Pache never developed that bat, looks like. Michael Harris down here. Get that man up. Like, that man is so much better than they give him credit for in this game. And then DJ Stewart out in right. I bet they play Pollock or Miles Straw out in right, though. Looks like they do. Maybe righties is Pollock, lefties. Righties DJ Stewart hits, and lefty. Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. And they have Jason Hayward still. They got Jason Hayward right back, but he's not on the MLB team. So that's tough for him. Jason Hayward's final career is 1,500 hits on the dot with 165 career home runs and a whole bunch of gold gloves. Great career for Jay. I'm going to call it a video here, actually. 85 episodes of awesome content. I've loved it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. We'll finish out the season in the next 20 episodes. I'll see you later. That's Alex Parker, episode 85 in the books.